LeBron James, you've heard of him, right?
Yeah, he all right.
He's not going to win another ring. It's over. His championship window is closed.
Who wrote that?
I did.
Oh, I was wondering why it sounds so delusional.
You really think he's going to win again?
Let me tell you something.
With who?
This is what's going to happen. So let me just tell you how this world is going to set up. Tom Brady won 7 championships. He's the greatest. He's the GOAT. You got the GOAT on. I tell you, I'm everything Boston. I'm a huge Tom Brady fan. And they were thinking the same thing about Tom Brady. And I think just him having 4 championships is not enough. I think he will win at least 2 more championships.
Where?
They're gonna retool this team.
Who is going to retool this team?
This
is an NBA 2K.
It is. Have you seen the way these games look? I mean, just coming 2K, out. As soon as I saw the game 1, I grabbed for my controller. I was like, "Oh my God, I'm in charge." I really think that that he's going to figure it out. I don't think he's going to move again. I don't think it's getting out of here. I think this is going to be the place.
Okay.
Just think about it. The trophy is going to go back to the East Coast with Boston.
I hope so.
They're going to retool the Lakers. Boston's going to get better. And then next season.
Run it back, Lakers winning time?
Yeah, next season is going to be the Lakers versus the Celtics.
Goodness. I don't know about that.
Okay, I know you don't. So I want everybody to make sure that you know that June 13th, 2022, I said it. So when it happens, right here, you can just say it wasn't deja vu. It's not the Matrix. I know what I know, what I know, what I know.
So you're saying next year is going to be Celtics Lakers?
Yes, next year Celtics Lakers
in the finals of the National
NBA
Basketball Association.
2023.
In 2023.
2023.
Hey, what do you think about this? I threw this out. Did I mention this on our podcast?
Oh, I don't know what you're about to say. No.
You know what I'm about to say. So if the Warriors win, the Warriors win the next 2 games,
I won't say that, but go ahead.
Steph is still out of this world. 40+ each game. He's runaway finals MVP. I was telling these guys, get ready, because somebody on some show is going to try to say that Steph Curry has now passed LeBron James on the all-time list.
That's going to happen. Let me tell you, the best thing I like about Wardell, you saw that when the reporter said Wardell, he went,
"You went what?"
Don't call me by my government name.
My government name.
I tell you this, they are pushing him, and he's not that person. He's not a person. He's such a what you see is what you get. He's always respectful, great guy, great upbringing. Doesn't really look for all those different accolades. They're just putting him in a position, like forcing him to be, the man to get up the top. And I remember when growing up in New York, we play a game on the snow called King of the Hill. And I always use this as a reference in my life. No one stays on top of that hill very long, because as you're pushing somebody down that way, somebody's kicking your legs from under it, and we're all laughing as you hit your head on the ice and slide down. Yep. It's only a little bit of blood. We all have concussions, but that's what it is. The King of the Hill game is a very dangerous game. It's a hard game to play, too, especially when you're so exposed. Everybody thinks they have rights to you. There's more cameras everywhere. I know you're thinking, what's that have to do with it? He's not going to win those next 2 games because the Celtics are going to win in the finals. And everyone's got this list, and they keep putting people on this list. And where that list comes from and makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that was a big discussion that started, too. Like, has Steph earned his way? Is he now in the top 10 all time?
That's what I mean. They keep making this list. They leave out Tiny Archibald. They leave out Michael Ray Richardson. They leave out Michael Ray Richardson. So all you kids out there that have your computer in front of you, if they do, just punch his name in. Sugar. That's literally what it was. One of the greatest guards ever. They leave out Clyde Frazier. They leave out Earl the Pearl Monroe, Black Jesus, and that's because they can't market it. But there have been some amazing athletes in this league, and to keep putting this list together is crazy. And to base it only upon whatever stats, you can't do that. You just can't. To me, you can't. But I would tell you this: somebody would say to me, if we were in a pickup game, who would you pick? Bernard King was always my first pick, right? BK always my first pick. And everybody said, why? I said, have you ever seen him miss? No, he doesn't miss. So I would always go with BK at one time. And I remember I didn't pick Michael Jordan because they asked me for my top 5, not my contemporary. But at that time, he was my contemporary. I didn't pick him. And they were like, how could you leave him out? And I don't. I think Michael Jordan has taken the lead since 1984 and transformed it. Definitely. But I'm still a Dr. J fan. So that's it. I just don't understand the list.